Hello. I thought I would try to do some sort of update video, considering that I just got kind of done recording the previous game I did, which is Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, and I basically want to lay some groundwork on what's to come next and whatnot, and yeah, and I'll probably have something playing in the background as this goes and all, so yay. So the first thing I want to talk about is, oh my god, I actually got 100 subs, and I know this is kind of after like my little channel reboot, and I think it was kind of typical that people are coming off of my old videos, but still, thank you to everyone who has subbed to me right now. I highly appreciate it, and I'm still very much excited to kind of keep going on this sort of journey and see how far I can go with my reboot. So the first real thing I want to talk about is, after I got done with Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, the clear next game to do would be Fire Emblem New Mystery of the Emblem, right? And I'm not going to do it straight after Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, its challenge run, and with New Mystery as well, I want to think of like a PMU to do with that game as well, but I'm not going to do it straight after Shadowrun because I do need a bit of cool off from that game, of course, and if it were a PMU, I think I would rather just, that would probably be like my little sub-special or maybe something else, I'm not sure, but hey. But New Mystery, I'm gonna give it thought at some point. It's just, I have a pretty low opinion of New Mystery admittedly right now. Maybe it might go higher up on this theoretical playthrough, but I do have interest in covering it for the channel, and yeah, just gotta kind of keep that Marth game train going, and yay. The next game I have in mind, though, however, is it's gonna be a bit of a mod, of course, and it's to the game Super Paper Mario, and the game I have in mind is like a Super Paper Mario hard mode, rubies, and I don't get the full title of the mod, but I'll have it on screen right now, but I'm interested in playing the hard mode mod, but I probably only cover the bosses and whatnot, and just kind of cover my thoughts in the description, which, another thing is that I want to stray away from commenting my thoughts on the description and probably have it more in the vid itself, because not everyone is really a description reader, and I kind of want to remedy that. So, yeah. Super Paper Mario Hard Mode, that's probably going to be the next thing. I'm actually mainly record like the first world bosses as I was doing like the later game chapters of Shadow Dragon. So, yeah. That'll be the thing I'm probably going to do next. And another thing I want to probably talk about is other game series I've been on the channel in the past or just kind of want to look into. So, I know most of my views come from WarioWare, and I would probably want to maybe go back to it at some point, but I just can't decide in the game. I think WarioWare Twisted would kind of be a pain to do. The one I would probably see most is WarioWare Touch. That is my personal favorite WarioWare game, and the issue is just more so is I don't have a way to really capture on physical hardware, which is the way I would want to play WarioWare Touch. I know when I got off of Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, where hey, I was playing on an emulator, so what's the issue? I think, well, WarioWare Touch, you're actively using the touchscreen more, and not really with Shadow Dragon and all. And like, I could try to make playing with a mouse work, but yeah. And if I were to do another WarioWare game, it would be WarioWare Touch. I will keep that in mind, or better yet, maybe I would stray away from WarioWare itself and maybe play WarioWare Land 4, because I really enjoy that game, and it'd probably be a nice one. And another one that's kind of in the docket, and really the game that was the channel reboot was Pokemon, and I still very much want to look into doing more Pokemon stuff, particularly ROM hacks. And there's some new ones coming out soon that I would like to look into, like, apparently, like, Pokemon Blade Black 2 Redux is going to be getting a version 2, and I would like to cover that game to some capacity, because I really did enjoy my time when I played that game on my own, and I would like, and it was like a Pokedex playthrough, and with how Blade Black 2 Redux version 2 is going to do a lot of revamp, I would probably be interested in replaying it again. Not quite sure after Pokedex playthrough, and much like this Super Paper Mario Hard Mode series coming up, I would probably only cover like the newly things added or the boss fights. I wouldn't probably do the full game because like I would do another Pokedex playthrough. And that one would probably be a commentated the attacks and whatnot, and kind of get my thoughts on the trainer mods and the events of the game as it goes along. So yeah. And another series I kind of want to look into doing under more challenge run and stuff is the Sonic the Hedgehog series, which Sonic the Hedgehog, actually I did try to do Sonic Rush at some point very early on my channel, but it did not work out. The videos of those are long gone, but I still have interest in trying to get the Sonic series up in my channel to some capacity, which would probably be pretty nice. And yeah, I would probably look into maybe a no ring challenge if possible, because I want to help make the Sonic content stand out and not just playing every single stage, bam, bam, bam. And the game I would have in mind to cover as far as Sonic would probably be one of the handheld Sonics, like Sonic Advance or Sonic Advance 3 or one of the Sonic Rush games, because those are my favorite games. And Sonic Advance 3, that was my all-time favorite Sonic game. It probably my top 5 favorite video games of all time, and that's not going anywhere. So yeah, that's very much a thing. And I think as far as I'm gonna say is video game series aren't in Smash, because those are the series I tend to cover. And another one I think I've kind of looked into covering on the channel is, admittedly, maybe at some point, is Crash Bandicoot, the huge adventure for the Game Boy Advance. I know that's technically on a Nintendo console, but I would still want to look into kind of covering it at some point. I think it would be sort of fun. Yeah. And I think the last thing on my agenda I think I want to talk about, even if I don't have it necessarily written down, is possibly at some point, I tried to do this on YouTube early on when it came to live streaming, but I very much want to look into it as far as Twitch, and I would probably cover games maybe blind, but live streaming is something I very much wanted to look into, and I think it would be interesting, and I'd probably cover games I've played blind, like I said, or maybe I've already had experience with. I just don't think would translate well to YouTube, and maybe I would have unlisted playlists with all the VODs and whatnot coming from Twitch, and yeah, I'm gonna be giving Twitch thought, but I will say that as far as uploadings as of right now, they are gonna potentially slow down a bit, because I'm getting later into my current semester I have going on, and the assignments are gonna pick up. And another thing is that I am probably gonna look into be moving soon, and that's probably gonna be causing an impact, but I would still want to keep an okay pace uploading, even if it might be a bit slower. And maybe after I move, I can look into this Twitch streaming stuff, and maybe with a better mic, I'm not sure. So yeah, anyway, thank you very much for coming to my channel and all, and I hope I'm very excited for my channel's development, and I hope a lot of y'all have a good day. Thanks for watching.